Start with this. An officer called to investigate reports of a shooting ended up firing a round at a dog after Metro says it attacked an officer.
So this happened over at the scene, Fort Apache in Tropicana. That is also where we find News 3's Faith Jesse standing by with the latest on what we know right now. Faith.
Hi, Kendall. Well, what I can tell you is that the scene right now kind of clearing up as the investigation is continuing. There are still an officer presence, but it's a lot less presence that we saw a couple of hours ago. We're going to backtrack and tell you what happened just after 9 o'clock this morning. Officers reported to the scene for reports of someone saying that they saw two people with what they thought was a handgun firing rounds into businesses over here. When officers arrived, they say they actually took one person into custody. They realized that that handgun that they thought was a handgun was actually an airsoft gun. And the second person actually took off, running away, jumping over a wall. During this pursuit, Metro says that there was an unleashed pit bull on scene. They believe that dog belonged to one of the suspects. And officers say that the pit bull ran towards an officer and actually bit down on his pants leg. That's when another officer fired one round toward the pit bull in its direction. The bullet did not actually hit that dog, and the dog got off of the officer. The officer was unharmed, and that put pit bull taken into custody by animal control. They also say that they were able to catch up with the other suspect, put him into custody. When I asked the officer, hey, is it illegal to fire rounds out of an airsoft gun? He said yes, when firing at businesses.
It's legal to shoot airsoft guns. They were shooting them actually at the windows. They did not cause any damage, and they were shooting them at the houses that were behind the business complex.
Right now, we're not getting any word on a description of who these suspects are or an identity or what charges they can be facing for firing those airsoft rounds into these businesses and the homes behind it. But when we do get that information, we'll be able to bring it to you. The dog is expected to be okay, as well as the officer. Faith Jesse reporting. We'll send it back to you all in the studio.